We are going to be taking a deep dive into a topic that more and more people around the world are opening their eyes and realizing that there is a new world order agenda. Now, before you picture lizard people wearing tiny hats and making important decisions, let's clarify. This isn't about reptilian overlords. It's about the very real, very human desire for power and control. It's about a select group of people, a global elite that are pulling the strings behind the scenes, orchestrating events to serve their final endgame, a global society that has no privacy, no inalienable rights given by God, because they only believe and serve the master of this world, the devil. Media likes to mask these agendas as conspiracy theories, but let me ask you this question. During COVID, eventually did all the facts catch up to the conspiracy theories? I would say yes, and it ultimately revealed a very real hidden, but very much in the open agenda. Within not only our government, but the governments of the world, the New World Order has been kicking around for centuries, morphing and evolving with each passing generation. It's rooted that traditional power structures like national governments are being eroded and replaced by a shadowy cabal of globalists. You have the WHO that want to tell you how to maintain your own health through pandemics, or so they say, and it will give them power over bodily autonomy rights. There is Bill Gates, a technocrat and a person who has no educational degree in the field of vaccine epidemiology and vaccinology, facilitating his funds into research that will keep us prepared for the next outbreak. Or dare I say, prepare us for another stage in this New World Order agenda to create a society driven by fear that they can control through that fear. Gates is also buying up a substantial amount of farmland as well. He has desires to have humans eat synthetic foods and is calling for weather modifications to block sun rays out to help the planet. But what they won't tell you is the government has been conducting weather modification research for over 50+ years. Operation Popeye has well-documented successful real-life research in terms of outcomes in directly manipulating weather. Already existing precipitation in Vietnam during the war, the military conducted cloud seeding missions that increased the amount of precipitation by 34 inches. The main takeaway is weather modification is possible despite what the media says. Gates is a chess piece take from a chessboard, and sat on a checkerboard, the pieces don't match the game. Do your own research, there will be links in the description. It is all evil human sin at its worst. You have George Soros funding all of the extreme left attorney generals to basically allow crime to happen and those involved in these crimes to get a slap on the wrist. The ultimate goal for Soros is to prepare America for the fall of Western civilization, to usher in this New World Order. And the New World Order, with its hidden hand guiding events, offers a very simple explanation to the life force driving this agenda. 3 words: power and control. The Constitution is the pillars that hold up American values. Founded and grounded on God, gives Americans these inalienable rights handed down from our Creator. But these pillars have been worn down purposely over these last 80 to 100 years. Slowly, taking God out of the foundation has allowed these pillars to rot from the inside out. At first glance, they seem sturdy, but on the inside, the collapse is imminent. Do your own research, just follow the money. The central banking system was set up in the early 19th century with an obsolescence. The system will eventually implode on itself 100 to 120 years from its birth and implementation in 1913. We are currently in the 111th year since the central bank took over. The financial institutions entrusted with our hard-earned money were designed to fail with the exterior forces at play to help direct and manipulate it towards its failure. And not just fail randomly, but fail spectacularly, like clockwork. Now, I'm not talking about a local bank branch closing because someone forgot to carry the one. I'm talking about systemic collapses that send shockwaves through the global economy, like the 2008 financial crisis. These meltdowns aren't just unfortunate accidents. They're the inevitable outcome of a system rigged to benefit the few at the expense of the many. Central banks, with their mystical ability to print money out of thin air, being able to control the flow of currency, which has led to the destruction of the dollar and its value. They set interest rates, dictate lending practices, and essentially hold the fate of entire economies in their hands. And who are these central bankers accountable to? No one. They get bailouts to further the already. This cycle of boom and bust, of reckless lending followed by inevitable collapse, isn't some natural phenomenon. It's carefully orchestrated to transfer wealth upwards, from the pockets of everyday people to these globalistic corporations cooperating with the agenda. They create the bubble, they inflate it with cheap credit, and when it inevitably bursts, they swoop in and buy up assets at bargain basement prices, further consolidating their wealth and power. Sound familiar? Look at what happened in Hawaii. The fire decimated the land and its value, and guess who gets stuck footing the bill for this financial shell game? That's right, folks, taxpayers. We bail out these bubbles that burst from the housing market to the banking system. But it will reach a point of no return, just in time for the New World Order agenda to come in and save the day. It's a rigged game where the house wins. But this time around, the house will crumble by its design. This designed collapse will usher in the New World Order. You ever see the movies or series The Purge or Altered Carbon? V for Vendetta? Funny how so many movies produced by Hollywood have some slivers of truth to it. Stay informed, do your own research. See the time we are in through spiritual eyes. Be in God's word and prepare for his return. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Take care, and God bless.